What's up, film lovers? Thank you for clicking on my YouTube channel, the Silos Film Club. Today we got some pretty good movie news for the early reactions for Project Hail Mary. It has some stellar, early reactions for this film that I've been very anticipated about for this year, and people are calling it probably one of the best sci-fi films of all time. Is it a little too early to call it that? Maybe, but we'll talk about the early reviews too as well. And then we also going to be talking about Christian Bale is saying that he's going to be in Heat Part 2 and he's going to be alongside Leonardo DiCaprio, guys. Before we get started about talking about these two topics, guys, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. If you guys like movies, news, things that we talk about DC Marvel, which I really like to talk about on my YouTube channel, this is the channel for you guys. Hit the like, subscribe button, turn on your notifications so you guys do not miss a beat on any of the movie news. Alright guys, now let's talk about Project Hail Mary. We got the first reactions for Ryan Gosling's new sci-fi film, Project Hail Mary. I've been talking about this film non-stop. I know a lot of people I've been, talking about this film. People love the book, which I have not read. I actually thought about picking up the book maybe about a month ago, but then I'm like, well, I'm very, eager to watch this film. Everyone's talking about great stuff about the film, and I didn't want to spoil too much about the film if I read the book. So, yeah, guys, the early reactions have been coming out. They've been releasing it to the press. I think at least a month before the movie's release. So that talks about, highly about, the directors, the company that's behind it, because you are not scared of any negativity coming out for this movie because you're probably so confident about your movie that you don't think any negativity is going to come out. And I really like Ryan Gosling, guys. Anything he does, I'm always there for. So I'm very excited to talk about these reactions to you guys. So let's talk about our very first reactions. I'm just pulling up a random website. I'm going to bring up Variety. Let me pull this up right here. So, Variety, Project Hail Mary, first reactions. Ryan Gosling is a shining star in Christopher Miller's and Phil Lord's must-see Space Odyssey. Those are the two directors that did Into the Spider-Verse. So I'm going to read a little bit about this, guys. Project Hail Mary has been revealed to members of the film press ahead of his March 20 release, and first reactions are calling Phil Lord and Christopher Miller's sci-fi comedy a must-see Space Odyssey that may prove to be a major awards player come Oscar time next year. Film critic Eric Merchant shared a glowing review on X, writing that Project Hail Mary is the first great blockbuster of 2026. Phil Lord and Christopher Miller must-see Space Odyssey blast off in the first great blockbuster of 2026, March in Rome. Out this role, cinematography from Greg Fraser reaches the stars while anchored by a stellar performance by Ryan Gosling. This movie rocks. I did not know Greg Fraser was a cinematographer. He did Dune, The Batman. I think he did Blade Runner 2 as well. I mean, the list goes on. Probably the best right now in the business. Critic Adriano Caparuso also praised the film on X. He wrote that Lord and Miller's latest play of a short-circuit bromance to a hysterical extreme while simultaneously delivering a pulse-pounding space epic that brings true humanity to the contrast stage, but not without some jaw-dropping visuals alongside. Globe and Mail film writer Barry Hertz shared some reservations about the Project Hail Mary on X, but they weren't enough outshine Ryan Gosling's galaxy-sized charm. Let me scroll more down. Not quite fashion and light script with too many endings and one crucial plot point that evaporates. Plus, a seeming corporate obligation to Amazon's rocky catalog cannot suppress the galaxy-sized charms of Ryan Gosling hero Interstellar without all the stuff. It's not the best one, I guess. Entertainment journalist Scott Menzel called Project Hail Mary a masterpiece on X and predicted it will be a major awards across the board. Let's read a couple more, guys. Project Hail Mary is an epic cinematic achievement, Menzel wrote. Phil Lord and Chris Miller somehow managed to raise the bar once again, delivering that it is not only their most ambitious film to date, but arguably their most accomplished. TV host Jeff Conway echoed the praise writing on Next, a successful, sophisticated blend of sci-fi, humor, drama, and suspense. Ryan Gosling is a shining star of this compassionate story about connected and defying the odds, while Sandra Hüller is the tender heart of this beautiful film. I mean, I can go on and on, guys. But overall, I do think that this is going to be something very special, very still the same as in terms of how it looks, kind of like Interstellar, maybe being out of space, like Gravity, The Martian. I think we've all seen all of that. But this is kind of a bromance of Ryan Gosling and this, extraterrestrial being that they have to find a way of, how to, save their stars. I don't really know much about the plot besides that, and I don't want to spoil it for myself either, because I've done that in the past with movies that are based on books. But dude, this is crazy. I really can't wait to watch this. I was just watching this little YouTube documentary or video that the directors you know have online on YouTube. You guys should definitely check it out on different formats of watching this movie. You can watch it on IMAX, different formats of IMAX, the 4DX, the I forget the DX, though, just the one that moves on the box. I mean, I even want to try the 4DX, and I would definitely want to see it on IMAX first. IMAX first, you should definitely check it out. I think this is gonna be pretty cool. I did not know Greg Fraser was gonna be is the cinematographer, and these guys are pretty cool when it comes to visuals. They did the into the Spider-Verse, and I'm really excited to see this out. And I do think that Ryan Gosling's charm is perfect for this. Someone that has to sell you that they have a bromance with his extraterrestrial being. I think Ryan Gosling is the man for the job. He's very charismatic. Very charismatic. If you have not seen his interviews, he is so funny. But I'm very excited for this, guys. But let me know what you guys think. Are you guys excited for Project Hail Mary? There's a lot of buzz, very positively. People are calling it a masterpiece for the of this film. And let me know what you guys think. All right, guys, for a second topic, we're going to be talking about Heat Part 2. This is a movie that's been talked about for a while now, guys. First we heard that Leonardo DiCaprio and Adam Driver are going to be attached to it. And then Austin Butler's name started to get brought up into the mix. Nothing was 100% confirmed besides they were just finalizing probably budget was probably the main thing. Deals, contracts, scheduling, and whatnot. But, now according to Christian Bale, he is going to be joining Heat Part 2. And this is one in that I had no idea. Maybe Adam Driver dropped out, but he says he's going to be joining alongside DiCaprio. We shall see how they're going to do this, who's still in it, who's not, what the story is about. I'll talk about a little bit what I've done my research. I think it's based off the book Heat 2, and I'll talk maybe a little bit about the book a little bit. I'm very excited about this, guy, especially Christian Bale's in this. Hopefully he doesn't replace Adam Driver, Austin Butler. I want to see those two guys still in it alongside DiCaprio, guys. But this is according to IGN, guys. So pretty much the same from IGN. Batman actor Christian Bale reportedly joins Leonardo DiCaprio on Heat 2. Let me scroll down. Christian Bale has told reporter he is due to start filming Heat 2 in Chicago soon, confirming his appearance in the hotly anticipated sequel as part of an increasingly stacked cast that also includes Leonardo DiCaprio. The Batman actor told Fox News journalist Jake Hamilton he had signed on for the production, saying, "I'll be back in Chicago soon for Heat 2. This is coming out of Christian Bale's mouth, guys. This is not just anything else that another trade is saying. It's coming out of his mouth. It's the first time the American Psycho star has commentated on his rumored appearance in Heat 2, which follows from Michael Mann's iconic 1995 heist film starring Robert De Niro, Al Pacino. However, we don't know which character Christian Bale will play, nor do we know Leonardo DiCaprio's role. Mann worked with Bale in 2009 crime drama Public Enemies, so his appearance in Heat 2 will see the pair reunite. Dude, that's pretty cool. Not too sure exactly if this is a prequel. I've heard something that it might be somewhat of a prequel, and then like Austin Butler's playing Val Kilmer's character. Adam Driver is going to be playing, I think, the Al Pacino's character, and then Robert De Niro is going to be played by Leonardo DiCaprio's character. Not 100% sure, guys. No one really knows. I was kind of reading a little bit of what Heat 2 might be about, because it's based off the novel Heat 2. Actually the Heat 2 came out in 2022. Is a crime novel by Michael Mann and Greg Gardner that serves as both prequel and sequel to 1995 Heat film, expanding the universe with new stories, characters, while exploring the formative years of Vincent Hanna, Neil McCauley, and Christian Scherholz. The book features dual timelines on set in 1988, focusing on new crew's heist and where a new cruise high hand is pursued on other after the film. Following the characters across North America, South America, Southeast Asia is praised for its rich characterization, cinematic action, and deep dive into the lives of cops and criminals. That's cool. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm pretty sure a little bit of a prequel, a little bit of a sequel. There's all these pictures and AI generated photos of everyone in their suits and guns. What I think is going to be pretty awesome, guys. It's a masterpiece. It's kind of paved the way paved the way for a lot of heist, bank robbery, crime movies. Like The Town and whatnot, and Den of Thieves and whatnot, and a lot of people get their inspiration from this. So I'm very excited for this, guys. Christian Bale in Heat 2 alongside DiCaprio. Hopefully we still got him Driver in there. Hopefully we got Austin Butler, Michael Mann directing it. We cannot go wrong with that, guys. But yeah, guys, that is my movie news for today. If you guys like anything to do with movie news, reactions, breakdowns, anything like that, guys, this is a channel for you guys. Thank you guys for clicking on my channel. I will see you guys next time. Take care.